Well, hello everybody. Mr. Cohen here. I'm making a video lecture about the Noteflight assignments for week 20, I think. Is that where we're on? Okay, so I'm looking at 13.4. You can see that. I'm sorry if I say too much. I didn't practice this. I'm just going to do it. So the first thing we want to do is go into the annotation here and read up. What are the instructions? Each given chord is a non-dominant seventh. Write the circle progression. So no matter what you see here, you're going to have some kind of a 7 to a fourth. Right? Make sure it's a circle progression. That's got to happen, or else right off the bat it'll be wrong. Check to make sure the root of the chord, of the second chord, is a descending fifth, ascending fourth. That's part of the circle progression. Make sure the seventh factor resolves down 1 scale degree. 7 goes down 1. Make it happen. Enter the Roman numerals for both the given chord and its resolution. Okay, so let's go into it. What do we see? On the first one, it's all done for you, but a 3 to a 6. By the way, that's one of those rare 3s. Benward didn't usually use them, but sometimes he did. So don't write a lot of 3s, but if it's legit, then use a 3. You'll know, because if you think it's going 3 to 4, you're wrong. It's not a 3 then. What we have in the key of B minor, E in the bass, a B, a G, and a C. So we have 4 distinct chord tones. You would write them all out. I'm not going to write them out. E, B, G, C doesn't match up as triads. How about C, E, G, B? It's a C sharp though. You can see right there, C sharp, E, G, B. So in the key of B, any chord that starts on a C sharp is a 2 chord. So this is a 2 something, C sharp, E, G, B. B is your 7th. So then what you need to do is figure out the quality of the chord and exactly how it matches up. If it's some kind of diminished, make sure you mark that in your writings. And then a 2 resolves to a what? That's your job. Okay, I'll tell you on the first one anyway. 2 goes to a 5, like a 2, 5, 1. 2 goes to 5. And then you have to do the resolution. So the E has to go up a fourth or down a fifth, and the 7th chord is going to come, 7th note is going to come down 1. And then you'll do that on each of these. Are you cool? I'm not writing anything out. It's yours to do. Some of you have already started, so great. But I hope you take this to heart. Then, by the way, this is what I see when I open up these assignments. So these were mine. I'm not going to show you mine. 13.5. I can get rid of this one extra. Don't you love that that always shows up? Okay, it looks like a normal fill in the blanks, fill in the rest of the progressions. Here's something to take note of. That'll show up later. So let's read the annotation. Scroll up to the top. Maybe drag this whole thing down. Each example is a phrase of chorale melody by Bach. Add alto and tenor. Make sure, I'm going to show you how to do this. Use, what is that, L for lower and U for upper to enter the additional stems. That gets rid of any rests that might otherwise show up. The rests are terrible. Please don't use rests. Not all chord factors will be present in phrase 3, chord 5. That's the one with the double asterisk. I'll show you that too. Follow correct voice leading. Replace all figured bass. I'm going to show you how to do that too. So let's start with, let's go down to that one, the double asterisk. Not everything's going to be present. Well, we already have a bass and a soprano. So bass you can't do anything to. Soprano already is the octave. So that tells you, if that's the 8, an octave from the root, then, well, it's an octave from the bass. No, it's really not. So you know what it is, and then you're going to need to put in a 7th and a 3rd. You need a 7th and a 3rd in between. So it really tells you exactly which factors need to be there for that chord. So please make sure you do that. Don't try to put the fifth in there. It says it doesn't give you any place for a fifth. So just don't use a fifth. All right, let's go up to here. And if we have it, wow, that was a lot louder than I expected. And I'm in headphones. All right, so we have a soprano note. We type L, and it puts us in position to put the alto wherever we're going to put that note, and you would just place it right in. I'll come out of there so I can. And over here we have a bass note, and if we type the letter U, not U, that didn't work at all. Yeah, letter U would do it. It's upper. Type U, and it puts us in position to place a note over that rest. And you do that for all of these. In the bass, you click the bass, type U, and then you're putting your tenor exactly where you want it. And up here, you click the soprano and type L for lower, and you're putting it in where you want it. And it makes it a much prettier use. And by the way, on the rubric for Noteflight, it says that you are or you are not making good use, that you know how to use the software. So let's do that right. When you're putting in your Roman numeral and there's already figured bass, double click the figured bass, arrow key over. You can't see what I'm doing physically, but the little up, down, right, left. No, Rye, not now. I arrow key over, and then I can type in X, whatever my Roman numeral is going to be, and it just shows up. See that? Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to get rid of it because this is actually what you guys see too. And really, that's the gist of it. There's nothing else to say about this one except use the voice leading that you've been learning from the Benward book. And then we go to 13. Uh-oh, that one's mine. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Whew. 13.10. I'm not going to edit this. I make a video and I show it. So you get what you get. Oh, look at this. This is one of those short ones in which you have to do all three of the upper voices. Let's read it. Figured bass of a chorale. Complete the soprano, alto, and tenor. Use that upper and lower just like I showed you on the other one. Observe good voice leading like you've been learning in the books. To help in writing the soprano melody, observe the soprano voices in assignment 13.3. Yeah, I looked that up, you guys. I don't even know what that means. I'll be with you in a minute, bud. I got to finish this. I'll be right in a minute. Provide a Roman numeral analysis below the chorale phrase. That's the way you always do. So what else is there to say about this? This figured bass tells you you're going to double the third. This figured bass tells you 863. So, you know, an octave above. And then the sixth, I don't know why they bothered with the 3, but okay. 873. There's a lot. They want you to have octave, 7th, 3rd, but not a 5th. That's just a regular figured bass. So make sure you write a good soprano line, right? The way we've been doing all along. Don't just bounce it around. Write a good soprano line. And really, that's the gist of what we're doing. If you have any questions, please hit me up on the PT or ask each other in the discussion boards, and I'll be observant to what's going on. I just want to help. That's the end. Enjoy. Good luck.